Welcome to Extension Gardener on the Crystal Coast. I want to talk about something different today. I want to talk about this tree right here, Prunus Caroliniana. Prunus tells us it's in the cherry family. Caroliniana tells us it was found here in the Carolinas. So this is a native plant. Its habitat is from zone 7 to zone 10, so it grows along the coast or in the Piedmont. It's a great plant. It is an evergreen tree, and since I'm talking to you in March, you can see that it blooms in the springtime on these nice little white flower spikes. Now, if you want to talk about the birds and the bees, this is a great plant to talk about. First, the birds. It's a nice thick evergreen shrub that provides a nice shelter, place for birds to nest. The bees, the plant here, because it flowers early in the spring, it's a great pollinator plant for bees and butterflies that wake up early and are here and available for the plant to pollinate. It's also great because it's a host plant for several different caterpillars. So it's a great plant, very diverse all the way around. Now, when these white flowers finish blooming, they'll give way to these little green fruits. And those fruits will develop through the summertime, and eventually a little bit later in the summer, early fall, they'll turn black and they'll ripen up. The fruit is called a drupe, and this is very similar to the cherries that we find on our normal cherry trees, sweet cherries, sour cherries. The birds love to eat these fruit. Now, it can become weedy. The seeds, if they're dropped in a nice open area, they can germinate, they will germinate, and it can become a little bit weedy. I've been told, and they don't have any fresh leaves on them right now, but I've been told that the fresh leaves, if you crush the fresh leaves, so you pick off a fresh leaf, crush it up in your fingers, it's supposed to smell like maraschino cherries. Oh, love maraschino cherries. Ooh, but don't eat it. It has a poison in there that's akin to cyanide that's very toxic. And that poison is in the seed, the leaf, and the bark. So be really cautious and don't eat the plant because it could be toxic. It's a great plant for use in the landscape, either as a specimen plant, as a nice evergreen small tree in the landscape, or you can use it as a screening plant because it is dense and thick and provides that shelter for the birds and the bees. All right, hopefully you've learned a little bit about Prunus Caroliniana. Until next time, happy gardening.